Well, hello.
Hello.
I'm Lynda Balkema.
Nice to meet you, Lynda. I'm Dirk Fuller.
Dirk Fuller.
Dirk Fuller, yes.
And Dirk, what do you do for a living?
I'm a registered nurse at Mercy Hospital.
Oh, okay. And you have went through this weight loss program here at Mercy Health Partners, Hackley Health Management. Okay.
That is correct.
And how long ago did you join this program?
My wife and I started this program last July, so about 8 months now, and been going strong since then.
So your wife joined with you. You did it together.
Yes, that's correct.
Well, that makes it easy for making the meals at home. And do you have children at home?
We do. We have three boys at home. So we do some separate meal preparation, but it's good for her and I to have each other to kind of keep us in check and on the right page. Okay.
And how much weight have you lost?
I've lost 130 pounds.
Oh my God, that's a whole person.
That is. That's all three of my little boys put together.
Oh, I bet they're proud of Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just great. That would be a challenge, I think, to have to make food for the kids and then also eat separately. So your wife, you're both very fortunate to have each other to do that with, because you'll need that inspiration. So yeah, you look fantastic. Do you work out a lot also?
Thank you. Yeah, as a product of doing this program, I work out very regularly at the YMCA. I'm running now. I'm probably the most physically fit that I've been in my whole life.
In your whole life.
I probably run in the ballpark of 25 miles a week.
Oh my gosh! I walk, but I can't walk to run 25 miles a week. You thinking about entering a marathon, or have you?
Oh no, those. I'm a long way from a marathon.
Oh, I don't know.
But
you could work towards that.
I would be exciting to do, but I'm definitely going to do some road races this summer, 5Ks and 10Ks, and it's just exciting to be able to do those things.
Yes. Now I'm going to ask. I asked Lynda, who was on just before you. Have you always struggled with your weight?
Yeah, ever since probably second or third grade. Been a big struggle my whole life. And, I've had some marginal success with some attempts at dieting, but nothing that ever stuck. And so I'm real pleased with the results that I've had with this program, and I'm very hopeful and very optimistic that this is the new me.
This is the new you, and you're going to stick with it, and you're going to stay. There's a maintenance program that you're working on now?
Yes, I am in the maintenance program now, which means it's a commitment to a weekly meeting here to be a part of a support group of people who have gone through the similar thing, but also just teaching you to undo all the bad habits that I've developed over the last 30 years or so.
Sure. Well, when we're all guilty of developing those habits. It's really hard when you get used to certain things and you have a craving for sweets. What do you do for your sweet craving?
One of my solutions for the sweet craving is fruit. That satisfies that. But they also have protein bars as part of the program here that have a sweetness that satisfies that. And I got to tell you that I've developed a taste for oatmeal as well.
I love oatmeal, so that's never been a problem. My problem with oatmeal is the brown sugar. I like a little brown sugar on my oatmeal.
You just put a little more fruit in.
A little more fruit, yeah. Because fruit's a natural sweetener, and it is good to have apples and everything in your oatmeal, so that works good.
For sure.
Okay, any other tricks or things you'd like to share with us?
Tricks.
Well, I'm always wondering about, how to curb those. Lynda mentioned drinking water when you have a hunger pang to drive down that hunger. Drink a lot of water. I think my biggest problem is like going to the movies and snacking on some popcorn, or at nighttime eating after 6 o'clock, which they say isn't real good, and watching TV. So again, can you have shakes in the evening, or? Yeah,
you can have the shakes anytime. I guess as far as tricks, some techniques that I use is that I eat all the time.
Really?
I eat more than I did when I was a big person.
No kidding.
You keep a journal in the program, and if you look at my journal, I eat just about every hour during the day.
Really?
It's usually, fruits and vegetables, and those things tend to be low calorie and very nutrient dense. So they give you good energy. I don't tend to get hungry very often. When I am hungry, I find that it is really simply an emotional response or a social response.
Sure.
Because, stress or emotion of the time, or because other people around me are eating. Yeah,
the social response, that's a good point to bring up too, because I know quite often you go out and everything you do revolves around food.
For sure.
So you go to any event. I went to a meeting yesterday. Luckily it was a Mercy meeting, so we had some healthy snacks out there, a lot of fruit, and that's great to see. But cheese and crackers, and but any place you go, it's about eating. So do you bring things with you when you go to?
I have. My wife and I, within the first few months of doing the program, we were invited to a wedding, and we went to a wedding reception, and we were as discreet as we could be, but we smuggled in, if you will, some of our HMR products, and had a good time anyways.
Well, good, and that's what it's about, having a good time, and when you do that, how do you respond to people when they say, well, what are you eating? Or
I answer their questions politely. I'm very pleased with this program, so I'm always happy to answer people's questions about it. I would encourage anybody who's had a weight struggle.
Well, you're definitely a walking advertisement for this program, because I did see the before picture, and it's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is great, and I know they've had a lot of people with your success. It's so nice to get a male perspective, because quite often we get women on here that are a little more willing to talk, and I love to hear from a male perspective how this is. So thank you so much for being on the show.
It was my pleasure.
I really enjoyed meeting you, and this is great. Thank you.
Thanks.